great. It was featured on a number of syndicated television networks in the United States and throughout Canada, and it was actually broadcast nation to nation, so that was great for them too. A lot of people watched the Teen Choice Awards, and I was really excited to actually see it. It was actually on the same night as the WWE pay-per-view. I find it funny how WWE booked their pay-per-views the same night that a major award show happens, more recently having Survivor Series featuring The Rock and John Cena going up against The Awesome Truth. The Miz, as I just mentioned, a presenter at the Teen Choice Awards for 2011. They had their Survivor Series pay-per-view the same night as the AMA Awards show, so that's kind of cool how WWE tries to compete with award shows, and that's something that I noticed when I saw the advertisements for the American Music Awards, which also featured performances from Justin Bieber and LMFAO, the collaborators of Party Rock Anthem and Sexy and I Know It. It's funny how WWE do that. They have their pay-per-views the same night as award shows or something like the Super Bowl. I'll never forget Halftime Heat, but WWE trying to compete with virtually everything, and maybe it's because they have the Kids campaign going for them. Check it out at wwekids.com and check out the WWE Kids magazine, which has a monthly release. Very different strategy. I can never remember WWE trying to compete with award shows in the past, but they've been doing it more often than necessary, I think. More recently, as I mentioned, having their Survivor Series pay-per-view back on November 20th, the same time, or was it November? Yeah, it was November 20th, actually, and they had it the same time as the AMA Awards show. We have talked about the AMA Awards show at youtube.com, Jonathan Clarke 22, and it is available in a video archive here on our YouTube channel, as this one will be both available in a video archive on our YouTube channel and as a tweet in our Twitter account in several parts at twitter.com, HEW Entertainment, Jonathan Clarke 1. So give me your opinion on the Teen Choice Awards. I thought they were great, and to be honest with you, I would see it over and over again because it was so fun to watch. It was fun seeing all the stars come together for a spectacular show, and that's what I love about award shows. You just don't see 4 or 5 celebrities. Yeah, you have your favorites that you watch the show to see, no matter if they're on first, like Rihanna opening up the American Music Awards several years ago, or if they're on during the middle of the show or the finale of the show. No matter when they're on, you watch the show, yeah, to see your favorites. I mean, a Justin Bieber fanatic will watch the show because he's there, and I think that, a number of different things will always entice you to watch the show, but it's always fun seeing them come together for one show a year, and it's really cool, and I know a lot of people watch the show for the same reasons that I do each year. But if you have an opinion of the award show that we recently saw this past summer, let me know. I know it took me a while to actually collaborate something here for the Teen Choice Awards, but I really would like your opinion on it, and I know I get a number of comments as well on the YouTube channel, which is very appreciative. And I'd love to hear your opinion on the Teen Choice Awards. So if you hear this on youtube.com, especially youtube.com, Jonathan Clarke 22, for over 300 video archives, let me know. Let me know what your opinion of the award show is by dropping me a comment, or you can always find me on Twitter too. Twitter.com, HEW Entertainment, Jonathan Clarke 1. I know a number of celebrities are also on Twitter, and they promoted the Teen Choice Awards quite sufficiently and a lot. More promoted it more than others, and I know the big stars who were featured in the lineup actually promoted it more, but I really would like to know what the opinions are of some of the listeners on the radio side of things, the listener perspective of this thing, because I know a lot of people check the show out and listen to it and like it, so definitely let me know what your opinion is, either by sending me a tweet at HEW Entertainment, Jonathan Clarke 1, or by dropping me a comment here on the YouTube channel. That's probably the quickest way, actually, to get a hold of us. Yeah, I just thought I'd talk about a few things that I found interesting for the Teen Choice Awards. There were a lot of things that I could put over consistently here on the program and talk about, but I really think that a number of different things deserve a lot of credit. And I think that everybody coming together under one roof to put off such a tremendous show definitely needs to have a lot of credit thrown their way, and that's what I'm doing for this week's installment of the program, is giving you the credit that I think you deserve. And I think there are a lot of people out there that deserve a tremendous amount of credit for their contributions for the Teen Choice Awards. And the people who voted, on the official website of the Teen Choice Awards. Results and a complete rundown of the recent installment of the award show is available on the official website of the Teen Choice Awards. There is a new one launched every year in anticipation and promotional efforts for the Teen Choice Awards. But a recap is actually available on the official website of the Teen Choice Awards. TeenChoiceAwards.com is a quick link to the official website of the show, and I really think that it's fun. I think it's fun. It's a fun event every year, and it's definitely one of my favorite award shows. It's up there on the list, on the list of my favorite award shows. One of my favorite award shows, as I recently talked about here on HCW Entertainment Variety Radio, was the American Music Awards show. I like watching that one because it's so fun to watch. And the Teen Choice Awards is probably in the number 2 spot, occupying the number 2 spot on my favorite award shows of all time list. Do you have a list, actually, of your favorite award shows? It could be any award show, the American Music Awards show, the Oscars, the Golden Globes. No matter what the award show is, let me know if you have a favorite one, because I know there are a number of award shows that are broadcasted internationally every year. But my favorite award shows have to be the Teen Choice Awards, the American Music Awards. I like the Country Music Association Awards every year, depending on who hosts it and who gets presented the awards and who presents the awards and different things. I think the Country Music Association Awards are one of my favorite award shows, depending on who's there. But I think no matter who is involved with shows like the AMAs or the Teen Choice Awards, I always find time to watch it because they are my favorite award shows. Number 1 has to be the AMAs, and occupying the number 2 spot on my favorite award shows of all time list has to be the Teen Choice Awards. Do you agree with my list? Tell me. The top 3 definitely have to be the AMAs, and number 2 we have the Teen Choice Awards. Number 3 we have the CMA Awards. Do you agree with my list, or do you have your own? Let me know. I know you have your favorite award shows that you watch every year. There are some award shows that have been around 45, 50 years. The Oscars is one that'll never die out, never get old, and never be old-fashioned. But I think the Teen Choice Awards is getting better and better every year, and I just mentioned some of the reasons why. The more recent installment of it was so successful. Clarke was there on the Big Bang Theory, still acting. After 8 Simple Rules, went 3 seasons before folding after the death of John Ritter. Really happy to know she's still around. A lot of stuff happening in the world of entertainment, especially. More stuff happening in the world of entertainment now around the holidays than what's happening in professional wrestling. We had the injury of Sin Cara, the releases of Maurice and Melina. Number of different things happening over there, but I think the entertainment world is more interesting now, and that's why you're hearing me talk about entertainment more than professional wrestling, because we have so much happening. A number of different movies coming out in 2012 that are already receiving promotion on the part of E.T. and Extra and Inside Edition. Deborah Norfolk doing a great job of their promoting stuff every day for a half hour. I think a lot of stuff is happening, and it's happening for good reason. And as long as things continue to happen, especially in entertainment, we will find time to talk about it. So I want your opinion on it. And if you have an opinion that's actually worthy of sharing with our listening audience, I'll throw it out to our listening audience in our radio form. Because I know they have an opinion. Some people who never have their opinions progressed or addressed or brought forth have opinions too. So definitely leave me your opinion either in our radio form or by dropping us a comment here on our YouTube channel. We have more ways than ever before for you to get a hold of us. And again, I apologize for taking so long to actually talk about the Teen Choice Awards. I say I'm going to talk about stuff, and it takes me so long to talk about everything because there are 500 things happening at once. And that's the way it is. There are over 500 things happening at once, especially in the world of entertainment. Every day there's more news upon more news upon more news, and it all compiles. Then you have to sit down and try to figure out what to talk about. We have Lindsay Lohan now up on more charges, going to be in Playboy magazine. We have so many different movies coming out, as I mentioned. Rise of the Dark Knight, the second part to The Dark Knight, which was released in theaters in the summer of 2008. Taking them 4 years to put together a new Batman. Batman actually had a new game out, Arkham City, for Xbox 360 and PS3. One of the best Batman games I've seen in years. I'll probably be talking about that when I get a chance to actually play it, or see stuff about it on the internet, like trailers and written reviews of people who played the game. A lot of stuff happening in different worlds, in different realms. But I think that we'll talk about everything. We'll find time to talk about everything because there's so much, as I mentioned, happening. We just have to find time to talk about it. And there's more stuff happening every day, especially in the world of professional wrestling. A number of holiday specials coming up for WWE. They have the holiday tour. For a complete list of events and locations, head to WWE.com. They have a number of televised programs coming up. A special edition of SmackDown happening on November 29th to close out the month of WWE. It's going to be featuring Mick Foley as the host of the show. The first time Mick Foley's been involved with anything to do with SmackDown in years. I think the last time we saw Mick Foley on SmackDown was probably 6 years ago. Maybe that. So it's going to be fun to see him back. And we're really looking forward to seeing what he's going to be bringing to the show. And we have the match between CM Punk and Alberto Del Rio happening that same week. So we have everything happening, and that match is also going to be for the WWE Championship. The first time CM Punk and Del Rio have met since their match at Survivor Series, the match that happened the same night as the AMA Awards. As I mentioned, the AMA Awards audio commentary is found in our YouTube channel at youtube.com, Jonathan Clarke 22. And we have this one going to be available as a audio archive and a video archive, both in our radio form and on our YouTube channel at youtube.com, Jonathan Clarke 22. Congratulations to everybody who was involved in the Teen Choice Awards, and we will talk to you next week when I once again talk about something crucial happening either in the world of entertainment or professional wrestling. No matter what it is, it'll be good, because this program is always good, because I collaborated enough to know that it's good and put enough work into it to know it's good. So if you have an opinion on the Teen Choice Awards, our recent topic for discussion, let me know in our YouTube channel at youtube.com, Jonathan Clarke 22, or by sending me a tweet and following me on Twitter at AGW Entertainment, Jonathan Clarke 1. And until I talk to you again, stay safe no matter where you may be listening to my voice this evening, because there's always something happening in the world and you just have to take every day as it comes. Or at least that's what I've always went by. And I try to take every day as it comes, no matter how difficult it may be. We're faced with every kind of circumstance. Everybody has their own dealings and their own lives to deal with, I myself included. And as hard as it might be, we have to take every day as it comes. And definitely, if you have anything to tell us,